If you don't want any spoilers about any games with Lomo in them, you may want to fast forward a couple minutes. Skip to about 1 minute or so. Well, maybe 2 minutes. Lomo versus Iris is what this game is going to be. This is a Pro League game. It was recommended to me. And so they said, oh, it was awesome. You should commentate it. So I said, okay. And this is Lomo on the left and Iris on the right. This is the first match of Lecaf Oz versus CJ Entis. And I'm looking forward to a good thrashing by Lomo of Iris. Lomo has been playing really, really, really well lately. And versus Flash, he looked really, really good. He almost took that set against Flash, which says a lot. Even though Flash is a little bit off, you have to be pretty damn good to put up a fight against Flash. Iris, on the other hand, has been playing like absolute crap lately. I think he's won like 1 or 2 of his last 10 games. Hasn't really been doing very much at all. Berserker is his other name he's been going by. The name he went by and that Tasteless is calling him and that sort of thing in the GOM TV stuff. Anyway, Lomo also coming off a good set against Jaedong, where he played extremely well against Jaedong and almost took that set too. So Lomo looking extremely good. Iris looking extremely bad. So Iris, by the way, is going to be in the top left-hand corner. He's in white, and Lomo's going to be in yellow in the bottom right-hand corner. And this is the map Colosseum. It's the one with the neutral sunken colony at your doorway. Very macro-oriented map usually because of the fact that you can easily get a second base. It's right next door. You can hold your choke, that sort of thing. And then there's also a third base just nearby that's relatively easy to move out and take. Sometimes on some maps there will be a longer distance between your second and third base. You can't keep your defenses in the same place and still protect both bases. But in this one, you can keep your defenses at your third base and it'll protect the choke going into your main base, and then you have to go through your main to get to your second base as far as the land route is concerned. And that's the Lecaf coach talking with Jaedong about something or other. I wonder if they're talking about Lomo. There's some speculation going on that Lomo may have thrown his fight against Jaedong so that Jaedong could advance in the GOM TV tournament. I don't know about that. It's it's a little bit weird to think that they might actually throw things. Both players, incidentally, scouting the middle. We've seen a lot of players, well, not a lot, but we've seen some players do proxies in the middle of this map, and oh my god, what is that, like chili powder? Is that dried? It's hard to tell what that is. That's weird. It is some kind of powder. Okay, I'm really curious what that is, and why they would post it to their sign. In any case, Iris going for a quick command center here. It looks like he put down. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I even saw him build a barracks. He may not have built a barracks. I might just be on crack. A lot of times, I miss things in the first couple minutes because usually nothing happens in the first couple minutes, and then yeah. So there's his barracks now. So he did not put down a barracks first. And actually, Lomo has got an SCV up on his third base, right above his expansion there, and he's putting down a proxy factory. It looks like he's going to do a float here. This is going to play right into Lomo's hands. This is going perfect for Lomo because Iris is barely going to have his barracks out by the time that factory finishes. And if basically Marines do not do very well against vultures, especially en masse. So this is looking extremely good for Lomo, and the way he set up his base, you can close off your base extremely easily on this map. So he's gotten a blockade there, and Iris is probably going to assume that Lomo's just building normal buildings inside of his base, and Lomo trying to block a supply depot from going down, trying to block that door from getting blocked. But I think, obviously he's going to float his factory, so. Well, he may float it. He may not. It's hard. It's not certain yet. But proxy starport going down as well. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. And Iris has nothing. He has nothing. He has 1 barracks right now. He might be a little bit behind on supply. There's Lomo chewing his gum. Apparently it helps him concentrate, and it's always fun to watch him like chewing gum while he's playing, because it just gives him that much more of an air of nonchalance that, especially when he's owning, and it looks like he's just completely doesn't even care that he's owning. He's just, I'm just chewing gum. I mean, he kicks ass, chews gum, and doesn't even bother taking names, though. He's more focused on the gum chewing part. And there's the first vulture in there. He's going to be able to micro that around, not take many hits from those Marines. And if he can pick off the SCV that's building that factory, that would be huge, although he's got more SCVs around. But he's now microing 2 vultures around, picking off those SCVs. Double hit on that Marine. That Marine goes down extremely easily, and that is why on mass... Oh, one of the vultures gets trapped. Oh, he does manage to get it out. Both those vultures low on health. He needs to micro them very, very carefully in order to save them. But Lomo's control is extremely well. His unit control is extremely good. Not well, but so I think he's going to do well. He finally loses one there to that Marine, but still, he's keeping those vultures alive very, very well. And SCVs, several SCVs chasing those vultures around, not accomplishing anything at all. And now finally a vulture comes out for for Iris as Lomo's Wraith gets into the mix, and so Wraith greater than sign Vulture, because obviously the Vulture's not going to be able to attack the Wraith. Yes, I know, that's pretty damn obvious, but yeah, that Marine obviously is going to be able to attack the Wraith, but the Wraith is going to be able to pick off that Marine, and things are looking extremely bad for Iris. I don't think there's any way he can come back from this. There's going to be a second Wraith coming out, more Vultures. It looks like Berserker has managed to get a couple Marines out here, but not quite enough. And if he had several Marines built up by the time that Wraith came out, he might have been able to take it out. But instead, I mean, he didn't have any Marines built up because the Vultures were picking him off, and now he's losing SCVs as well. Looks like Lomo's getting at control tower. He's staying literally like one step ahead of Iris every single step of the way. He's getting that armory up so he can get Goliaths out, but he's going to have Cloak about the same time that those Goliaths are starting to come out. So, man, just picking off these SCVs here. So Iris got that fast command center, and now he's gained nothing from it because he, I mean, well, he's lost enough SCVs that it's completely taken out the advantage he may have had from the economic advantage he may have had. And now 3 or 4 Wraiths closing in on each SCV is able to pick them off very quickly, and so he's down to like 8-10 SCVs total right now. And now with the Wraiths, Lomo becoming well known recently for his Wraith micro, looking very good with his raids there. And finally Iris moves out and picks off that SCV, that brutal SCV, which has done a ton of damage to Lomo. And see, yeah, so now Lomo finally gets it. I'm sorry, Iris does. I mixed up the names there, I'm sorry. Iris has taken a ton of damage. Iris finally gets his Goliaths out, and the Cloak is up. And the last few of Iris's SCVs going down now to 5 raids. And, okay, he's still got a few at his main there. So it looks like Iris is going to try one last-ditch attempt to try and push home the forces he has built up. And yeah, he realizes that there's too much defense once he gets to Lomo's base. And Iris GG's, so that's going to, you know, put his record even worse out of his last 10 games or so, or his last several games. Lomo, a well-deserved win. He is looking good. He is someone to keep your eye on, folks. He's not Ubar yet. He's still got a lot of weaknesses, and you know, his multitasking isn't perfect, and you know, he'll give up an advantage every once in a while, like he did with Jaedong in a couple games, once he has it, which is too bad. But he's got extreme potential, and the fact that he's doing so well while he's still in a stage where he has potential is a good sign for him. So look out for Lomo to do well in the future, and that'll put up Lecaf 1 game over CJ, and this is a very important match for Lecaf to clinch a playoff spot, so good on them. Alright, thanks for listening.